Evicted them, fixed the house up, landscape, put the house on the market. Come to realize the realtor, I don't know how she found out, but she found out there was a pending or ongoing issue with the guy storing stuff there, actually depositing stuff there. So I cleaned it up, and then I cleaned it up, and I cleaned it up, and I kept cleaning it up till everything's gone. It took quite a bit of time and effort and money, but everything's out of there. He was just throwing trash there. He was
After you bought it?
no, all this
Prior
Oh,
to.
before. Okay.
There's been an ongoing thing with this board for probably 10 or 12 years.
Okay.
which I wasn't ever aware of until I put it on the market, found the buyer, and then the buyer's agent came across this issue or problem. So,
So I've done the inspection, I've been there like 5 or 6 times anyway, and in my opinion, it's as good as we're gonna get. It looks pretty decent. If they put some loam in and whatever, they'd be fine. Matter of fact, they were dumping some trash, which I talked to their attorney about.
okay, good.
He called me looking for a letter, and I said, you know, after tonight, I could issue it, I couldn't do it without the board.
Good, yep.
So, I assume that you'll hold back and all that. I think he was gonna send me back money already.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Because he asked me if I was happy, I said, yeah, I'm happy, but I asked to go to a vote, that's all.
Right.
Which I told you the same thing.
Yep, it's all above board. So we went to the closing, the guy wanted to hold back money, I said, fine, I don't intend to neglect on my responsibilities as an owner. So he held back, quite a bit of money, $3,000. So, kept cleaning, and, the realtor, we were joking about a little earlier, the realtor got a little crazy, and, so I just have been dealing with the, attorney, and the agreement at the closing was, as long as the board was satisfied with the cleanup, because people are kind of funny, right? So, she turned a little crazy, and then the people turned a little bit crazy. So, I talked to the attorney, and he said, our agreement was, I take care of whatever needed to be taken care of, provided the board was happy. Not, I want this tree cut, or I want this taken out, I want this rearranged. That wasn't the deal. The deal was, wasn't aware of the problem, I'd take care of the problem, as long as the board's happy with the cleanup that was done, we're all done. He goes, yep. I said, I don't wanna talk to the realtor anymore, I don't need to talk to the homeowners anymore, as long as the board is satisfied with the cleanup that was done.
Well, like I told you, I told her the same thing. And we're not going from whence the world began. I mean, we're
Right.
kind of getting to a happy medium here.
Yeah, we're not digging up, we're not moving stuff
That's
around,
exactly what I
just taking-
didn't want to get into,
Yeah.
was digging that up.
We're just taking whatever was put on top,
Right.
raking it off.
And it looks pretty
So
decent.
are you intending to keep it or sell
It's already sold.
it? It is. Well, I have to say, yesterday I went over there and I looked at it. I drove by and took a look at it, and as far as I'm concerned, it looks good to me.
Yeah, at the end, he did a good job.
100 times better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it looked like before,
Oh,
It was a
but I
mess.
did drive by yesterday and
Good.
it looked
It
good.
was a mess.
it was a mess. 6-inch stockade fence hit everything. It was years of dumping, years and years and years of dumping. Rotted out wheelbarrows, axles, tires.
Hey, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I make a motion to, what are we gonna do?
Well, applicability,
Negative
we,
determination?
yeah, basically, we're gonna have negative determination, and, the work has already been done.
Do we need to put that in there?
Yeah, I have to
Something
do
about
this,
the
this is a regular request for determination.
So make,
As part of the, yeah, okay.
so I make a motion for negative determination.
Right.
Okay.
And
Second.
Okay.
The work has already been done, it's already been inspected, so,
Yeah, why don't you just put down that the Conservation
Everything's done,
Commission
yeah.
approves the work that had been
I
done?
will, I just have to fill out the form
Yeah.
first, and then I'll just fill out the other. So I'll get you a certificate of compliance, which I'll send over to the attorney.
Yep.
And he'll do whatever he does with it, I have no clue.
I'm sure he'll stick in his file,
Yeah,
issue the escrow, whatever he's holding back,
okay.
and
Yeah.
life will go on.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right,
Toby, I'll do that on Sunday, I'll write that out.
Sure.
all set?
And here we have the,
Huh?
You were at the auction.
Yeah,
I remember.
yeah, I bought that house. Yeah, that was the one you bought.
That was, I think, the spring of last
I
year.
remember,
Crazy guy,
I remember.
crazy guy.
There was two of them that day, wasn't there? I forget what the other one was. Oh, well,
okay,
all right.
John's gonna handle the meeting.
And,
luck to them.
Here's the
Woo
signature
They're the
page.
Woo Sox. That's gonna be the Worcester Red Sox.
Here's the signature page for.
I have it already.
This is the wrong one.
I know, you gave me the wrong one last time.
What'd you say? We have the wrong one?
No,
They
you
were all
got,
the
where'd it
wrong
go?
ones
Do you
last
have it?
time.
No.
I
Did
just
you
gave
get
it
all
to you.
the
What'd you do with it?
Yeah,
Can you give me?
yeah,
I just handed you the piece
yeah,
of
because I
paper.
think you came into me.
Yeah, I can,
Yeah,
I
everybody came.
did not get a chance to sign.
Yeah, I just
That
handed it
was
to you.
okay,
I'll
because
take
we
it.
had enough signatures.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, bud.
Don't worry.
I don't know if I
Sorry
should
about
trust him.
No problem.
I work in Burlington, so it's tough for me to come here now.
Is that your
No,
phone?
we had enough
No, you can have it.
signatures, so that was okay.
Got it.
All right.
That's a
good luck.
company pen.
It's a company.
Now, you guys have the signature sheet there?
He's signing it
I'm
now.
in the beer tent. I don't need luck.
I wanna make sure, I'm gonna double check that everybody's,
Have one of me, will.
Yeah, I will. Toby, you gonna give me a call Sunday? And we'll
on
do this?
Sunday, I'll let
Okay.
you know when I'm here.
The other one, oh no, the other one is Murphy. That's next month. Because he
Next-
hasn't filed yet. We'll do it next month.
They haven't, but this one is gonna be the, Goodale Street.
Okay.
At partial, so do you wanna sign it
Yeah,
now?
because we've already done this one too.
Yeah,
This is cleaning up paperwork that's on that septic system.
This is a public hearing?
No.
This is the
no.
one
Okay.
that's,
It was
on
just
that
a
lot
certificate
seven,
of
that's the one way up,
compliance.
I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, up
I
on the left.
thought though, were we gonna try to clear the whole project so that nobody had to do this
It's not really a
anymore?
project. They're all laying out lots. That's the problem.
Oh, they're all separate?
Yeah, it's not like it's a subdivision and I could do it.
Oh,
All right.
oh, did they sign that down there?
It's in the process right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Tony,
All right.
I'm leaving you everything in good shape here now. Don't call me.
Sure you wanna leave now?
Have fun.
I'm confused.
All right, so
Thank you.
next item is request for partial certification of compliance for,
Okay, that's for that.
you all set?
Not quite. Was, somebody got my pen?
You want
Want this back?
Toby?
Oh, this is that?
Toby?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't know what.
Bill, on that there, partial certificate of compliance, can we give the partial? John?
why
We've
would
done
we do
that
a
with
partial?
other people.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Why would
I
we
called
do a
you Bill.
partial?
Huh?
Instead
I
of-
called you.
We did.
Bill was saying that each lot is an A and R lot. It's not part of like
A
one.
subdivision,
Yeah,
right,
so each one's gotta get a separate one
right.
So why would we do a partial instead
So
of a
partial
full?
is just for one lot?
for that one lot.
Mm.
We did one a couple of months ago for somebody else too.
You all set?
Okay.
We must-
So it's not gonna end up like after where we have to combine them and do all that fancy stuff after?
No, because these are all existing houses already been,
Oh, totally
But
separate
these-
houses.
These houses gotta be what, 20 years old?
at least more
Yeah,
than
more
30.
than 30 years old.
Why are they needing a
So do we have
certificate
to
of
vote on that,
compliance now?
John? I'm so used to,
Why are they needing a certificate of?
Because they had a septic system fixed.
Right.
And-
See
and-
you.
and- Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Right.
Take care now.
They had a septic system fixed and they went to the board of health, but they never came in front of us.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
John, do we have to, I mean, can we vote on this to give him a partial?
Yeah.
So if I make a motion to vote on a partial certificate of compliance,
Yeah, for DEP file 3270044, Goodell Street Lot 7. Like I said, they put a septic system in, they went to the Board of Health for permits, but they never came in front of Conservation. And so that's why they're coming back now to get the Conservation, because there's a cloud on the title.
Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
So now you can make a motion.
I make a motion to approve a partial certificate of compliance, DEP file number 327-0044, Goodell Street, Lot 7. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Update on poison ivy.
Now, the signature sheet for that one, is everybody working on it, or, I know Bill signed it.
Okay.
And,
Pete?
Yeah, so I reached out to Ben McNally, and he says it would be an awesome potential project for us, especially, working with Anita on the comprehensive plan.
Thank you.
and then Anita joined in on that email.
Project for who though? No,
Project for land use, open space and us.
Us being the conservation?
Yes, but I would be happy to like take on a ton of that. I like that type of stuff. So, but yeah. So then I don't know if you guys were on the email about that, but so then yeah, Anita chimed in and said that she would be willing to work with me on that pretty much. So,
so where would the funds come from?
I mean, I feel like I haven't done like the cost analysis obviously for it yet because I didn't know that we were at that point. But I can look into that. I believe that there are a ton of grants available. There are nearby towns like Acton and Lowell that have enacted an integrated vegetation management program, and I can see how they were funded. But other
funding would be paying for actually doing the vegetation management?
yeah,
So that's something the town doesn't do anyway?
No,
so
because the DCR does some of it,
Okay.
supposed to do some of it. I don't know, have you got into this at all, how much they actually do?
no,
Okay, so that's what we need to find out, is how much they're actually responsible for.
okay.
Because there's a lot of poison
Well,
ivy in
there
town,
is.
There
actually.
is a lot.
It's
yeah.
everywhere.
Can you find out how much the DCR does?
Yes, I remember in my preliminary research that I did look that there is a like mandate that they follow. However, asking for more additional herbicides is very tricky, and basically they always deny that. That's how I kind of got into the research of integrated vegetation management.
What pesticide is in the plan that's approved?
Foliar. It's just a more natural chemical that's less concentrated. But I can also look into pricing and stuff for that. Because it's also, even if the treatment is more expensive, you use less of it. So there's a give and take.
If we adopt some type of management program, who's gonna apply
Oversee
it? Would it be the
DPW.
DPW?
Yeah,
Probably have to work with them too.
yeah. So, yeah, I mean,
If you can find out for
Okay.
us
yeah,
what the DCR does,
okay.
what the DPW does, I don't know what they do, to be honest with you. I don't know how much they,
I think the more the information she can gather, then maybe at some point in time, we could probably have Butch Jackson come in and we
Yeah.
can meet with him and get his
Okay.
input on it.
Okay,
yeah,
Yeah, shaking hands.
I mean, if there's a need for money, I'm sure
yeah,
come up with somehow, but, I mean, if there's grants available and stuff like that, that's even better, because we do have 2 grant writers in town too,
okay,
so we can, get hold of Anita and you can figure that out.
okay, yeah, I'll look into what other towns,
That would be good, I think, yeah.
for how they finance their programs. I can definitely look into that.
Get a couple of goats over there.
Oh,
You have to
what?
be, you have to be
Bunch of
licensed
goats
in
over
order
there.
to spread that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Does that require a license? Do we have
Yeah.
guys who are licensed in the DPW for that sort
For
of
that?
thing?
No, we don't have any, as far as I know,
I can.
unless it's recent, there's no insecticide license in DPW.
Oh, so we'd be going with the DCR on this?
Because the Angel Book just hired,
Yeah,
who
they
was
did.
that?
They did.
McCarthy's for the most part.
Yeah, that was yeah, right?
I think they had the license to,
Yeah, they do have a
So
I'll
lot.
who
look into
would-
that.
Whose license would supervise the
Yeah, I'll
application?
look into certifications and licensing required
Yeah.
for Foliar. But a lot of this isn't just about the money, but it's about the application itself.
Yeah,
So some of it, the sustainable practices is, instead of spraying a whole field, you only spray within 10 feet of a row or right of way or whatever. So there's some factors in IVMs that have no cost effectiveness, it's not about cost. Rather just the physical management of it, that would require obviously time and
Right.
training.
Right.
But not so much of the application itself, you know
So
what I mean?
you'll get some figures for us for the next meeting?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know how much I should do, because I
Right.
didn't know what we wanted to do, but I can go
Well, we
forward
always
with it.
want you to do as much as you can,
Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, sure.
Since you're the youngest.
okay?
there you go. I
Yeah,
like the way you think, John.
I'll get as much as
Since
I
she's the
can.
youngest.
Absolutely, get the most work.
I'll try to do my best. What should I do
I
with
think
Anita
what
and
we
then?
should tell her.
I think whatever email you sent to us, copy Anita on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then ask her about, maybe funding source, ask her about,
application source.
grant writings, applications,
Uh-huh,
and I'm sure she could get the answers from Bush about the DPW, how much, what they actually do. I don't think, I'm almost positive they don't have a insecticide license.
so how are they applying, chemicals now, any type of chemicals?
See, like the fields and stuff like that is,
The Parks Department does that, right?
but they job it out, we don't do that.
Okay, so,
I think two things here. I think what she should do is find out as much information she can about who would be applying it and the
Yeah.
costs and things like that. And if there's any grants that can be achieved to get the money. And thirdly is that, maybe get prices from outside vendors,
Absolutely.
you know,
okay,
cause that stuff is nasty.
They must have a program, like an outside vendor must, other
I would
towns,
think.
how do other towns pay for it? That's a good
then
thing
we
to find out.
probably could probably go out for an RFP for it, right?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
We could probably issue an RFP.
Yeah, well, other towns must have some, so maybe there's a mass preferred vendor or something like that, who knows?
Okay, I can, so basically that would bypass the need for our guys to
Well,
get
right.
licensed,
Right.
if there are
Right.
licensing
Right.
requirements ever.
No, I'm sure there
I'm
is.
sure
there
there is.
are,
I'm sure
okay,
there is.
okay, well, that's good to know, I didn't even consider that.
And if it's under a certain amount, you don't need an RFP anyhow,
If it's a what?
under a certain amount of money.
Okay,
Well, it depends on how much land they're gonna be doing this to in the town. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's only one little section, or if it's, you know, like
I don't
half the
think it-
town,
Yeah, I don't think they're
I have
gonna,
no idea, but Butch might
Yeah,
have an idea of how much.
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
no idea.
you know Butch Jackson?
I've like seen him like through email,
Okay.
you know, but I've
He's
never
our
met him.
DPW director.
he's a good guy, so
Okay.
I'm sure if you talk to Anita, she'll put you in touch with him and
Yeah.
we'll figure it
Okay,
out.
I mean, I don't wanna make their life crazy complicated or anything.
It's not, that's fine.
But I think Butch would have, my guess is Butch would have an idea of how much
Yes, yeah,
we're talking about,
Right.
of the town that this would be
Right.
applicable for.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, up and down on Main Street, no, but, you know, I don't know how much.
Yeah, you
land
look along
wherever.
140 on the
Yeah.
other side of the reservoir, my
Yeah.
gosh, it's just
Oh, I know, yeah,
inundated with
Yeah.
it.
yeah, so.
all right,
Okay,
thank you.
Sure,
Member status of Conservation Commission, what does that mean?
Okay, that's something that Bill probably needed to be here for. Well, Alan Phillips is not living in town anymore, so he, I guess, is not on here. I was getting this from Nancy. I don't think I've ever met him either. He's been an
His name's not
associate
on the list here.
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
alternate
he's
number.
associate?
associate member.
Oh, for years and years, but
Right.
he's no longer living here.
Okay,
And then Nancy, she had mentioned to me about Mark Miola. She says, well, she heard he wasn't living here, but Bill said he has a house in another town, but he still has a house here. So
But
he's
he never
still
comes.
a resident here.
So basically, what you wanna find out is who's the members here.
And what we wanted to do about them.
Well, first of all, in my opinion, that if Alan Phelps is no longer a resident of the town,
right, you can't be a member,
then he can't be a member of the commission.
no, you can't.
Right.
That's a town bylaw.
Yeah. So he's number one on it.
So, he's an associate,
Yes, he has been, but he's not living here anymore.
so what, we have, so there's room for one more associate on the, is that
Well,
what
if
it is?
he's off, there would be.
Okay,
And I
Alright.
think, oh, John, how are you? Oh, could you sign in?
I think his absence is why I'm supposed to be here. I'm an
no,
associate.
he was just reappointed a little while
Oh, I
ago.
was.
Yeah, this is,
Yeah.
all right, let's get some more confirmation on that for the next meeting, for our COVID meeting, find out exactly
Are there any
what Nancy wants to do.
kind of rules or
I mean-
regs about having to attend so many meetings to?
It's up to
stay
the
on?
chair, it's up to the chair.
Just curious.
Because, yeah, Bill said that Mark still has a residence here. I kind of feel like they want to get rid of him, but Bill doesn't want to get.
I mean, my personal opinion is you should be coming to at least half of the meetings in order to be considered a member. I mean,
I have to agree.
personally, I think it's crazy to have a name on here as a full member, and I have been on, what now, 2 years? I've yet to see him.
That's a.
No, I agree with you. I think.
Really, 2 years? He hasn't been on
I
here?
think so.
No?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
this winter it will be, yeah.
He hasn't been here in 2 years?
Mm-mm,
No?
I've never met him. I
I've
just
only
know
seen
his
him
name,
there
I
at one
see
meeting.
Mark
Really?
Mule,
That's
the
it.
Mule Ice Cream up
And I've
there.
been-
I have never seen the guy.
And
I
I've
have
been here
no
almost
idea.
4 years,
Huh?
one meeting. I think myself, I can't go around what she said, that you should have some type of attendance, either half the meetings or whatever, you know? Number two is, if you're not a taxpayer, if you're not a member of the community,
Yeah, you can't
Well,
be.
you can't be on
Yeah.
it.
you know, then you can't be on.
Right.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
removed
that's
him.
straightforward.
Alright, so
That
Alan's
part
been
I think is
removed.
straightforward, so.
But so far as Mark, should I put it on the agenda for
Yeah,
next time?
yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Because to me, it shows
Yeah.
a level of non-interest, and why be on
You
something
think?
if you, you know, if you're not attending,
Alright,
that says something. I
um,
mean, it's one thing to miss one here and there, or
Want to make a
whatever,
motion to
but
approve the minutes?
yeah,
Bill has like wanted him to be,
um,
so.
minutes from,
we'll discuss
we'll vote on
this.
it without him here and then. I'm just kidding.
minutes from August, 6, 2018.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes as written for August sixth.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Treasury report. Well, we don't have any money, so there's not much to report.
Miscellaneous mail?
Anything, Toby?
There was mail that I showed to Bill, I'm not sure where it is right now. There's just, okay, Century Drive, they want to extend their order of conditions, and after the agenda was posted, she sent the request, so I said, well, October 1st, we can
So this
do
is
that.
St. Pierre property,
Yeah,
and this is the one we just, when did we do it, like 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Couple
Right.
years ago.
there was another extension.
Is that a different
prior
property or
to
same property?
that. I think it's the same thing.
But we gave him an extension
I thought we just did too.
about 2 years ago.
Is that up?
I don't know, I've gotta look it up.
Alright, can you find that out for us? Is it up before October 1st?
Let me see what she has.
That's another thing too.
No, it's gonna be, oh, here, this is the letter that she sent. October 31st is when it's supposed to expire.
So we can take
Sure.
this in October.
And October 1st is the meeting. It's only 2
And that's
weeks.
the 31st? That expires the 31st?
Yeah.
On behalf of St. Pierre, we respectfully request an additional 3-year extension of our order. We would appreciate it if this matter could be placed on the Commissioner's agenda for October 1st, 2018. So this is, so it must have been 2015 when we did this.
That would be 3 years ago.
Yeah, okay, because every 3 years.
So you said this is Century Drive?
Yeah.
Is it a private residence or?
No, this is the, you know, the FedEx's?
Yeah.
It's the property around the, after that, right around there.
Okay,
It's
and
never
they've
been built
not
on.
done anything yet?
Hasn't been built on yet.
Okay.
All right, so we'll put this on October 1st.
Yeah, why don't we go on that then?
Okay, we have that, and then,
Because we can't do that because it wasn't posted, correct?
Right.
but,
We can't vote on that because it wasn't posted on the agenda, is that?
yeah, she made the request after,
Right.
after the
Yeah.
agenda went on,
Yeah,
so.
but that'll be posted for the October meeting.
Right.
Yes, yeah. And that's just, that's from Flag, I believe.
So this is from the site plan review for the Flag RV.
Bill knows something about Flag, and I don't know what it was.
What is that, Has-built, John?
Says, Flag RV constructed a 50 by 120-foot building in 2016 with permits issued from the town of West Boylston's building department. Minor alterations to the parking lot were also completed at the time. We were requesting waivers from item MR and U of section 3.60 of the town of West Boylston bylaws. So I guess, there were some issues the planning board had. And, so,
Can we take that up at the October
Yeah,
meeting too?
so-
Because I think Bill knows more about that than we do.
we discussed this, so, yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna put that on October?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
is that it?
Let me just make a note here, what's going on in that meeting, Flag. Okay, and then there was just, Well, this was an update on Balderelli, which I think I sent the email to everybody, but I also printed it out. I guess,
John's
but
here.
that's before tonight. There was other stuff that I passed out with pictures that he sent today, so.
You get it?
Did you get that?
You get it? Come on, John. What we got? Ready to roll?
I do.
5-yard line.
Got it.
Ooh,
Thanks.
How are you, John?
thanks.
I'm good, thank you.
So, do we have the ball, or we dropped the ball?
Well, we think Eddie's culverts are ready for delivery in about 2 weeks.
All right.
And I got Pat Austin to say we could go into the DCR property and remove the beavers. Well, you know, that's wonderful, but we don't really want to remove the beavers, we're gonna lower the water. You know, we don't care what the beavers do, but the Board of Health issued us a 10-day permit. And Fish and Wildlife called DCR, and they called the Board of Health, and no one knew anything about anything going on down there.
Nobody from the Board of Health did, or from
Well,
DCR?
Of course, the Retirement Board and the Board of Health are the only people we've ever gone to. But, you know, the Board of Health had voted and issued the permit to trap. So I told the trapper, you know, we're not gonna go out and do anything until everybody's happy. And I went over to Fish and Wildlife, and I got their biologist, the beaver guy, and at great expense, they had me buy a turkey permit and a saltwater fishing license.
Raise the skids a little bit.
Well, I told them I'm a great turkey hunter, and, you know, I do a lot of it right over at the Hannaford and Clinton. So I had him come over, and he had been very positive, and then we got over there, he was very reluctant, and then we started to talk about it. And he thought we were like digging over where the garage was. And we went out and we looked at the trolley line where we'd had the permit before to break the dam open. And he was just thrilled. And he said he'd give us a 30-day extension. Well, you know, we didn't really need anything at that point. And he wanted the DCR biologist, beaver guy to come the same day, but he couldn't come. So I had to go back the next Thursday, it was last Thursday. And he came out and he brought David Getman, and of course they were very reluctant about everything. And then we looked at the water, and we went out and looked at the dam, and they sent out, I think, what they had circulated over about being able to go in and break the dam. And we think it'll lower the water table about 2 feet. There was never any intention to stop the brook flow.
Right.
Jersey barriers were gonna be put in there so that the water could flow around them. But, you know, they're only so tall, and I think the water's about 5 feet deep.
Is it that deep, really?
Yeah, yeah. And if we drop it 2 feet, 2.5 feet, you know, it should work out great. And I think what I told them, that we probably had the best people that you could find to go down and do this construction work. But, you know, if they turn a 5-day job into a 15-day job, and we have an environmental catastrophe, or, you know, loss of life in the stream there, that, you know, the fact that we've gone to everyone and asked them to come down and give us some help there, they did like a total 180.
John, quick question. On this picture, that's Eddie's road that's gonna come in, correct?
Yes, and
Where's the dam?
this is it right here.
Okay.
And the thing about this picture, if you look at it, it's in real time. And it's so close up, it's a satellite photo.
Where's the dam?
Uh,
Up in here?
It's
Okay,
right
so-
here,
Yeah, up there,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's right there up in the corner.
Okay.
And, for a satellite image,
Dude,
Oh, good.
amazing.
yeah.
You can read license plates on some of those things. I'm like,
Well, that's amazing.
Did you Google that?
No, they did that at DCR,
GIS,
What's that?
Geographic Information Systems.
yeah. And,
They're
The only
cool.
drawback about that, I don't have a problem with breaking the dam down, but those doggone beavers are gonna come back and they're gonna build it all over again.
well, they probably will, but if we have the culverts in, it won't bother the culverts at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So,
And the culvert's gonna go right in through here.
Yeah, yeah.
so do you need anything from the board?
Well, I'm coming to ask, what I can bring you so that we're good to, break the dam again. Now,
I don't need to bring us anything.
The Board of Health,
The
that's not.
Board of Health gave you a blessing, DCR gave you a blessing.
Yeah, we don't need anything from us.
well,
Yeah, what's that pipe?
you see, they laid a pipe over the top of what was the pile of sticks before,
Who did?
Who did that?
DCR. And, it's flowing, and that's what's keeping the water at that level, but I don't think the beavers are even out there. This dam, hasn't had maintenance on it in a long
It
time.
looks old.
Yeah,
maybe
and,
they're gone.
well,
That would be good.
my plan is to just take a bar and, I read the Telegram every day. Mass Highway was over in Oxford, and they were cleaning out a culvert.
I saw that,
Yeah, with the 10 feet of water in the backyards.
I saw that. It flooded the neighbors.
I figured I'd walk down there every day for about 2 weeks and just
Yeah,
give it a little jiggle,
I saw that.
so it doesn't just fall like hell.
All it was, yeah.
Getting back to your question though, I
I-
don't see there's anything we have to give you.
No.
Because first of all, you've gone to the Board of Health. DCR.
Yeah, because when we did beavers, we didn't have to come here.
I think the touch of dam, maybe a gray area, I thought that if it was a man-made structure, you could clean it out.
Well, we gave you a blessing on the project for many times, so I don't think we need anything else to give you.
Right. I agree with
You want me to write you a memo and say that,
Yep,
we're about to start
you.
and?
Sure,
so,
sure, that's fine.
Yeah,
But
so
I
when-
agree with John, we've given you guys blessings numerous times.
Well, we hope we're close
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, snow will be flying pretty soon.
It'll take, what, you said 5 days, start to finish, maybe?
Well, if the
You're
water
hoping?
goes down, it should
Yeah.
be very, very
Once the
simple.
culverts get in there and you
Yeah.
start digging over there, that'll go relatively.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
Everything goes relatively
all right,
quick.
yeah.
sounds
The
good.
end of a long road, John.
I think I'll be ready to retire.
all right, thank you, John.
Well,
Thank you, John.
would you like me to leave?
We got it.
We got all this stuff.
We got all
Oh,
the
okay.
stuff.
All right.
You don't need anything, Kobe, do you?
No.
Okay.
Well, Fish and Wildlife folks told me that they had no idea anything was ever gonna happen over there. And I told them, well, you folks sent me a letter that said everything was okay, and that you reviewed the whole project. He said, "Ooh, when?" I said, well, we had a whole MEPA filing.
Who knows?
Thank you,
All right,
John.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, our next meeting is October 1st, and anybody else have anything?
No, I don't.
No.
You have anything?
October 1, you said?
Yeah. 7 o'clock.
Either of you have anything else?
Nope,
Motion?
motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Till
Tell
we
Bill
have-
that's how you do it.
Is this
Sounds
gonna
like
be
you're
on the
arranging
agenda
a
for
coup
next time?
here,
Hey,
John.
John,
Alright.
That's just a
Just
flurry of what he
FYI.
wants to,
Ah.
what's the trails that he wants to put in and stuff like that.